It's time for NFL Week 8 picks, brought to you by O'Kell's Fireplace in Hermosa Beach, California. For all your fireplace and fireplace accessory needs, go to O'Kell's. Friendly people, friendly fireplaces. Or if you prefer, shop online at wilshirefireplace.com. Okay, I was 2-3 against the spread last week, now 17-18 for the season. When you fall behind below 50%, people stop listening to you. And I know what you're thinking. Even when I'm above 50%, nobody's listened to me. Who couldn't see that coming? You mean, how stupid do I look? Don't answer that. Well, we're going to keep trying to do better. We'll get back over 500. Let's start with the Bengals, a touchdown underdog against the Titans. I've got to tell you, I don't recognize America in 2020, and I don't recognize the NFL in 2020. Defensive end Carlos Dunlap of the Bengals is their all-time sack leader, but he has been unhappy in Cincinnati, and he's been pining for a trade. So what did he do? After the Bengals lost to the Browns last Sunday, a couple hours later, he put his house up for sale on Twitter. 6,000 square feet, city views, huge balcony, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, in a really good school district. He wrote, "Make me an offer." Sounds like a great house. I just can't see moving to Cincinnati just before the winter, though. Anyway, lo and behold, the Bengals ended up trading him this week to the Seahawks, so it worked. Now, this is good news for the Bengals, I believe. You get the unhappy guy out of the locker room and you play better. Because Dunlap's just been walking around all day going, I don't want to be here. Who wants my house? I don't want to be here. Who wants my house? Well, I hope he gets a good price, but all I care about is that I am taking the Bengals +6 this week. Move on to the Bills, small favorite in New England, and here we go again. Patriots All-Pro cornerback Stephon Gilmore, the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, supposedly put his house on the market this week as well. The trading deadline is next Tuesday. The house listing says all offers are due by Tuesday, November 3rd. So this is apparently the new thing. If you're unhappy as a player, put your house on the market, put it on sale, call moving.com, and then just wait to find out where you're headed. Anyway, Gilmore is still a Patriot, so I got to believe that's some bad juju. It's the opposite of Carlos Dunlap leaving the Bengals. Now, the Bills, they should be embarrassed that they could not score a touchdown against the Jets last week. Frankly, I'm embarrassed for them, but they did win. And the Bills have been tormented by the Patriots for the last couple of decades, but Tom Brady is now gone. I think he took his talents to South Florida. Good news for the Bills. I am taking the Bills here, -3.5. The Eagles, touchdown favorites against the Cowboys. This is the Sunday night game, America's premier NFL stage, the biggest stage in the land, and we get the two best teams in the NFC East, the 2-4-1 Eagles and the 2-5 Cowboys. Whoever comes out on top in this one, I believe, has the inside track for the NFC East title, because 3 wins might be enough to take down the NFC East. The Cowboys, my goodness, they have been a train wreck. They're allowing nearly 35 points a game, worst in the NFL. They are being outscored by 10 points a game, which is unthinkable. Their quarterback on Sunday is going to be, or could be, Ben DiNucci. Yeah, that Ben DiNucci. He's a rookie, 7th-round pick out of James Madison. I don't think James Madison has a football field. Actually, I'm not even sure they have a football program. In division rivalry games, I usually like to go with the underdog, particularly when you're getting this many points, but I just can't do it here. Sorry, Ben. I will take the Eagles -8.5. It's a big number. And we move on to our Colander pick of the week. Colander picks 54% since 1997. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks are favored against the 49ers. Russell Wilson threw 3 interceptions last week. That's like Scorsese making 5 bad director cuts in one movie. It don't happen. It's not going to happen again for Russell Wilson. He threw 3 interceptions, 3 in one game. That's extraterrestrial stuff. Wilson threw 5 interceptions all of last season. He's been in the league 9 years. He's never thrown more than 11 interceptions in a season. You saw how Aaron Rodgers bounced back last week after one of his worst games ever. And by the way, I should have been all over that. That is on me. Well, Russell Wilson will do the same. And he better be good against the 49ers because the Seahawks defense has been butt ugly. If Russell Wilson throws 3 interceptions in a game again this season, I will eat a plate of sardines right on this set with some Pringle potato chips. Actually, I don't mind sardines, but I'm not a real big fan of Pringles. I'm a Ruffles guy. We're going with the Seahawks, -3. And our final selection of the week, the Rams are playing the Dolphins. What have the Dolphins done to my guy, Ryan Fitzpatrick? Okay? Fitzpatrick just led the Dolphins to 2 straight victories. He completed 40 of 55 passes for 541 yards and 6 touchdowns. They won those 2 games by a combined 67-17, and they're benching him. Apparently, it's Tua time now. Apparently, it's Tua's team now. Tua doesn't even have a last name anymore. Well, that's good news because nobody could pronounce it anyway. Everyone says this is the right move because the Alabama rookie is going to be terrific. Well, I am not everyone. Okay, maybe Tua will be terrific, but this is not the right time. You don't do Fitzmagic like this. Now, I have made a career of eating porterhouse for 2 by cashing in the winnings from betting against rookie quarterbacks making their first NFL start. Sizzler, here I come. I'm taking the Rams -3.5. How do I know what's going to happen in these games, my friends? I am a left-handed genius. Let's hope it works out, and I will see you next week in line at Wells Fargo.